We're live, as always. All lopsided and just out of place. My second return to Haddonfield. Well, I say return because we didn't talk that. I mean, we talked this movie briefly before, but we didn't talk it in full. So technically, this would only be the first return to Haddonfield, or unless I don't know. I'm not. I mean, we talked John Carpenter's Halloween. We talked Rob Zombies, but I'm not counting. I don't know. I can't tell time. I'll talk about you in full. There it is. Okay. I was just getting the Wikipedia page ready. Also, I guess that depression must be hitting Spider real hard because he has not been joining lately. I mean, if he needs to take time off, that your mom gives the glub glow gub galab a hoof job sag. Yep. Anyway, I guess that depression of his must be kicking his ass and fucking his ass real hard because he has not been joining lately. I mean, if he needs to take time off, that's fine. I don't know. I just wish for as much as I love the one-on-one episodes, I'm gonna go to bed comes in stream. Yep. And just saying comes in stream out loud just reminded me of my favorite video of Chris Pratt and James Gunn. They come in and scream. They do what and they scream? How many people are you letting take a crack at old Quill? If you have not seen that video of James Gunn and Chris Pratt talking about the body, they come in and scream. You did what in this cup? Anyway, same energy. Anyway. Well, anyway, since it looks like he's not going to be here, welcome to Wonder After Dark, the only show that combines uplifting positivity and fun with soul-crushing cynicism and honest criticism. Open the fucking door, yep. Shut that door. Anyway. Halloween 2, I guess I should specify, Rob Zombie's whoops. Alright, Halloween 2, Star-Lord quote, I knew that. I just felt like adding the Rap City Street Kids quote on top of that. Stay tuned for when we inevitably... Rob Zombie is a singer. A fact that I often forget, because on the grand scale of directors, Rob Zombie is the one I know the least about. Anyway. Next to Francis Ford Coppola. In fact, I know so little about Francis Ford that I just refer to him as Mr. Megalopolis now. Anyway. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, also known simply as 8. The two cuts are different movies, pretty much, but we'll get to that. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, also known simply as H2, which I fucking hate that name, but H2, Halloween 2, movie film, the second, is a 2009 American slasher film. You love H2. H20, yeah. By the way, if you pronounce that as H2O, you're fucking stupid. Because that's clearly a zero. That would be H20, not H2O. Dummies. Anyway. Alright, enough getting angry. Halloween water, yep. Anyway, Halloween 2, also known simply as H2, is a 2009 American slasher film written, directed, and produced by Rob Zombie. The film is a sequel to Rob Zombie's 2007 remake of 1978's Halloween. H2O, no, yep. And is the 10th installment in the Halloween franchise overall. The story follows Laurie Strode as she deals with the aftermath of the previous films. Malcolm McDowell is an asshole in this film until the end, anyway. Yeah, he is. Anyway, the story follows Laurie Strode as she deals with the aftermath of the previous film's events. Dr. Loomis, who is trying to capitalize on those events with a new book, and Michael Myers as he seeks to reunite with his sister. Doesn't he damn all... No, like, before I even continue reading, isn't that basically the plot of PTSD is this film's theme? Yeah, it is. But before I even keep reading... genuinely, before I even keep reading, isn't that basically the plot of every Halloween movie is Michael trying to get to Laurie? Like, isn't that... all of them except for Halloween 3. Isn't that basically just the plot? In the new trilogy, he is actually not his sister because it ignores the original Halloween 2. A decision that I still do not understand. I mean, ignoring... He wasn't mentioned to be his sister until the original Halloween 2. Yeah, can I just say, before I continue reading, can I just say, I do not understand the decision to... Okay, I get retconning, Halloween 4, 5, etc. I do not understand their decision to completely retcon Halloween 2, especially when the first one ends on a cliffhanger. For context, John Carpenter came up with the whole brother-sister idea when he was drunk. I don't even have a joke for that. That's just brilliant. Anyway, continuing. The film sees the return of lead cast members from the two... It was a controversial decision to this day. Yep. Which is exactly why, when it comes to... some people like it, others hate it. Yep. Which is exactly why, with any film franchise that has a controversial anything, I just do not engage with its fandom. Which is why I just continue to suck off Star Wars as it is, and I never, ever, ever, ever touch the fandom. I personally like it because of the weight it gives. Same. Anyway. The film sees the return of lead cast members from the 2007 film, such as Michael McDowell, Scout Taylor Compton, and Tyler Mane, Sherry Moon... Oh. But then again, it kind of gave birth to the cliche if the protagonist related to the killer, so you're not wrong. Anyway. Additionally, Sherry Moon Zombie, Brad Dourif, and Danielle Harris also return from its predecessor. Really living up to the poster there. Family is forever. Anyway. Okay. The film was produced by The film was produced Danielle Harris was previously involved in Halloween. I knew that. Anyway, the film was produced. She was Jamie, the kid protagonist from 4 and 5. I knew. Despite the fact I haven't seen Halloween 4 and 5, I still knew. How crazy is that? Very. Anyway, the film was produced by Dimension Films, Trankess International Films, and Spectacle Entertainment Group, and was distributed by the Weinstein Company let me try that again, and was distributed by the Weinstein Company under the, can I cast you as Annie? Depends. Can I be recast at this point with anyone else? No, I'll cast you as Tom. Anyway, okay, the film was distributed by the Weinstein Company under the Dimension Films banner. Film was released on August. The kid Lori babysits. I remember. Anyway, the film was released. Oh, God. Anyway, James will be James. I'm so Tim. And that's pretty much our entire cast, because we collectively don't really have much of anyone else to cast. We don't have a Michael. We don't have a Loomis. Yeah. That's not a joke about anyone in particular. I'm just saying we don't have that many people on standby. So do not misconstrue that joke. I know how it might sound, but don't misconstrue. Anyway, the film released on August 28th. I'll be the black guy from Resurrection. Anyway, the film was released on August 28th, 2000. Oh, we're black. How did YouTube not delete? I'm not saying YouTube should have deleted that, but how did it not? What does he say at the end? I forgot. Even I haven't seen Halloween Resurrection in a while, so even I don't remember. I don't fucking remember. I don't know. Bitch, all my memories are just becoming a blur. After everything that has fucking happened. Because it's fun, Jan. Name withheld will be Michael's knife. Anyway. Let me know if you find a Michael, because we don't got one. I don't, you seemingly don't, we don't. Anyway. Yeah, film released on August 28th, 2009. It had a budget of just $15 million, and it made $39.4 million. Your little sister will be Michael. Oh, please don't, because her acting skills are fucking dog shit. I'm not trying to be rude. She genuinely just cannot act she'll be adult Michael. You do you, buddy. Anyway. Oh my god. Anyway. But yeah, the film had a budget of just $15 million. Very tight budget, I must say. Although kind of typical for every movie I've reviewed ever. And it made $39.4 million. Anyway. For Halloween 2, Zombie decided to focus more on the connection between... which means she'll have to hold name withheld by the legs and stuff. Yep. That's exactly what that means. Anyway. It feels like this has been playing in the background for way longer than 47 minutes. But anyway. Just picture her doing... Oh yeah, I'm picturing it right now. And it's somehow not the most cursed thing I've ever seen, and the most cursed thing. Yeah, back to Halloween 2. Please and thank you. Anyway. At least that one's not going to keep me up all night. More so, it's going to... On to Halloween. Let me get this out. On to Halloween 2. I would throw the bottle, just for funny, but I don't want to actually either break a window, break anything over there, or put a hole in the wall. Anyway, for Halloween 2, Zombie decided to focus more on the connection between Strode and Myers and the idea that they share similar psychological problems. Me and you. Anyway, he wanted the sequel to be more realistic and violent than its 2007 predecessor, and to portray how the events of the first film read. I think YouTube deleted something, because all I see is on to Halloween 2. Yeah, there must have been something YouTube deleted, because all I see is on to Halloween 2, which I already read. So whatever you want me to read, YouTube likely deleted it. I wish I wish I was there to throw something at the wall off screen for you I wish I just had anybody, period, that's not a blood relative that would be willing to cooperate with my silliness. Or to just hold me tight and say that everything's going to be okay. Anyway, but yeah, more violent than its 2007 predecessor, and to portray how the events of the first film affected the characters. Zombie also wanted to provide a glimpse into each character's psyche. Filming primarily... I heard you like 'em young. Mr. Young on nick nigger. Anyway. Filming primarily took place in Georgia, which provided Zombie with a tax incentive as well as the visual look he was going for. When it came time to provide a musical score, Zombie had trouble finding a place to include John Carpenter's original Jesse Lives in Georgia. No, I don't. I live in... Also, imagine being named Zombie. Still better than being named Stroker. What state? I live in... And there's where I live. Anyway. You know the Carolina? That northern one? Yeah, North Carolina. I try to keep that shit kind of in the back. Yeah, I try to keep that shit kind of in the background. Don't expect me mentioning it to become a regular occurrence. I have a friend who lives there. Oh, that is extremely cursed to know. Well, you misspelled Raleigh, but I'm actually in Dallas. And that's enough of me doxing myself. I'm going to stop doxing myself now, and we're going to move on to Halloween 2. Dallas is in North Carolina. There's Dallas, North Carolina, and then there's Dallas, Texas. I thought it was in Texas. There is one in Texas. I am not in Texas. Now you know there's two of them. Alright, enough doxing myself. Let's get back to Halloween 2. I'm not mad when I say that. I would just prefer... You sound like you're from Texas. Well, you're not wrong, and I won't argue. But, anyway. Zombie had trouble finding a place to include John Carpenter's original Halloween theme music, and it was only included in the final shot. Anyway, the film released in North America on August 28th, 2000. Here's a southern gal. Yeehaw. Yep. Anyway. Reminds me of the fact that everybody's favorite Sonic hater, who I will keep... I never noticed it was barely in the film. I honestly forget that it was... Anyway. Flashback to when everybody's favorite Sonic hater, whose name I will keep out of this show, said that I am their Apple... Who's everyone's favorite Sonic Harold? Hater. I can't... Okay, I'll tell there, but flashback to when this person that I'm referring to called me their Applejack to their Rainbow Dash. Wholesome. despite how that person can be sometimes. But still wholesome, I will admit. Anyway, back to Halloween 2. I will. Halloweener. Halloween 2 was released in North America on August 28th, 2009. Isn't a compliment in my opinion. Fair. Anyway, August 28th, 2009 was when it. I'd probably go, yeah, I'm gonna go. Again, fair. Anyway, film released. I mean, to be fair, though, it's not the worst thing you could say. I mean, in the sense that it's not, like, insanely sketch. But anyway, the film released on August 28th, 2009 in North America and was met with negative reception from critics. Go figure. On August 30th, or August, can I grape? Hot. Anyway. Grapes, knuckles, echidna, haha. Echidnas have four-headed penises. Anyway, there's your sex joke for the night. Anyway. On October, critics and Halloween films, am I right? Oh, grape nux. Yep. Although you better hope it's an aged-up nux. Anyway. On October 30th, 2009, the film was re-released in North America to coincide with the Halloween holiday weekend. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Anyway. The original opening of the film grossed less than the two aged up Tales 2. Yep. Anyway. Grossed less than the 2007 remake with approximately $7 million. That's not good. It would go on to underperform at the box office, only grossing $39.4 million worldwide against a $15 million budget. Oopsie, the Weinstein Company. Yeah, the Weinstein Company very rarely has ever... It bombed. Yes, big time. Although I've seen bigger Weinstein Company bombs. Stay tuned. But anyway. Okay, you retracted something. But anyway, I'm not going to focus on that. But anyway, yes, it did bomb. Not the biggest bomb the Weinstein Company has ever had, though. Again, stay tuned. Possibly stay tuned for October 31st. But anyway. The biggest Weinstein Company bomb was the scandal. Let me see how much money that one made. Just before I continue. Never mind, I'm stupid. I just got the joke. Yeah, I just got the joke. I'm stupid. No need to correct me. Yes, I'm aware now. I just realized how motherfucking stupid I am. Okay, seriously, how the hell did YouTube not delete the word retard? I mean, I say retard on camera a lot with no negative cunt, but how in God's name did... Anyway, I'm stupid, but I've seen bigger Weinstein Company bombs. Stay tuned, but yeah, it bombed. And this leads us into the next thing. Now, despite the fact that it was a bomb, despite the fact that it bombed, there were plans. I will not be joining you on the 31st. I forgot. My apologies. I forgot. I'm going to go to the mall dressed like Michael Myers for real. That's a huge risk, but have fun. But for real, I genuinely forgore. So, oopsie daisy, I forgore. I'll be on Halloween. It'll be on Halloween, so it's fine. Yeah. I still forgore. Sorry for forgetting. It'll happen again. Anyway, so I guess stay tuned for November 1st, which will be your catch-up day. Anyway, now, despite the I'll try my best to remain in character. Good luck. You're going to find one black man and it's going to be game over. Anyway, enough racism. as in not speak, yeah. Although, again, you're going to find one black person and it's going to be game over. Anyway, despite the fact that it bombed, Rob Zombie declined to return for a sequel, so there were plans for Halloween 3 at the Weinstein Company, despite the fact that 2 bombed. Rob Zombie L, yeah. Yeah, despite the fact that it bombed, there were plans for Halloween 3. However, Rob Zombie declined to return. The next installment, however, was planned to be titled Halloween 3D. Naturally, this would have been released during the 3D craze that Avatar started. Anyway, but yeah, Halloween 3D was the next film and would have been the third in this trilogy. However, it was canceled because the Weinstein Company, Bob and Harvey, let me try that again. The next film that was planned was Halloween 3D, without the involvement of Rob Zombie. However, it was canceled because the Weinsteins chose to prioritize Scream 4. So Halloween 3D was canceled in favor of Scream 4. Yeah. Which, although I kinda wish we got Halloween 3D, how the fuck can you do a Halloween 3D film? By doing it. I actually don't know. Okay, but while I do kind of wish we got a third movie of any kind, there's nothing about the series that could even do 3D, other than the cheesy gimmick of, hey, I stab you, and it looks at the camera, or it looks like it's coming at you. Yeah, other than that, I don't know. Anyway, also, there's your camera abuse for tonight. Yeah, but in 2009, that would be dumb for an R-rated slasher. Yep. Moving on. But, yeah. While I do wish we got a third film of any kind, I honestly think, going with Scream 4 might have been the right decision. Again, I wish we got a third film in zombies. You're not done with Halloween 2. I'm not done. I was reading. It's on the same page. Now we get to the director's cut. Can you wait a minute? It's on the same page as Halloween 2. I'm covering all the bases. Anyway. I am not done, though, with Halloween 2. I was just covering the canceled sequel. Anyway, anyway. Using mobile view, wow, that's a skill issue. Well, here's the thing. I can use the let's not kill using mobile ever is done. Oh my god. It's funny how 2 out of 3 regulars on this show are just, I use desktop view all the time. Yeah, if my desktop can fucking fit here. So the next, son of a bitch. So the next, no. Goddamn, you're stupid. And you're a goddamn asshole. Anyway. Cunt. Anyway, while I do wish we got a third film in the... I said use desk... You didn't say on your phone. You just said I use desktop view. Nowhere in there did it say on your phone. I meant it. I believe... Okay. I believe you, and I'm gonna smack myself with a fucking frying pan later. Anyway, while I do wish we got a third film in Rob Zombie's series, I honestly think going with Scream 4 over a gimmicky 3D Halloween probably was the right call. Oh yeah, and I wouldn't want a 3D film. That's what I'm saying. I feel like going with Scream 4 over Halloween 3D was the right decision. Worth noting, Halloween 2 was also the final Halloween film to be produced by Dimension Films. Jaws 3D, yep. Also, Halloween 2 had a director's cut. Now, I know the differences between the two cuts, but for the love of God, I'll let you list off the differences between the two. The substantial differences, at least. The film focuses a lot on Laurie and Annie. Yep. Alright, now what are some notable differences between the director's cut and the theatrical cut? And it was more on Laurie's trauma and showing a very realistic take on PTSD. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Also, Laurie dies at the end, and her dying dream was her in the mental asylum. Yep. Now, which cut is it where, as opposed to her? Okay, yeah. Now, in which cut does which happen? Which is the one where she just goes to the mental asylum, and which one's the one where she dies? Just which cut is which? Which one has that ending? I'm okay. The theatrical cut was the one where she lives. Okay, just making sure. Anyway, but yeah, Halloween 2 has two different cuts with two very different endings. Go figure. Based on a. Also, Loomis dies differently. That too. Based on. If you didn't know the differences between the cuts, now you do. Based on 83 reviews collected by Rotten Tomatoes, Halloween 2 has an average approval rating. In the theatrical cut, he's stabbed several times and more explicitly dies. Hey, YouTube, we're talking about a movie. We're not planning anything, so don't go there. Anyway, based on 83 reviews collected by Rotten Tomatoes, the film has an overall 23% approval rating. Yes, that low. With an average score of 4.20 out of 10. Yes, that low. In the unrated cut, he gets stabbed once and kind of makes it vague, but has Michael suddenly saying, "Die!" Yep, I cannot do the voice, by the way, so don't ask me to. Anyway, the consensus reads Zombie shows flashes of vision in the follow up to his Halloween reboot, but they're smothered by mountains of gore and hackneyed brutal violence. But honestly, Michael talking is kind of stupid. I agree. Anyway, Metacritic, which uses that was laughable. Agree. Metacritic, which uses a weighted average, assigned the film a score of 35 out of 100 based on 17 critics, indicating generally unfavorable reviews. Rob Nelson of Variety felt the use of Deborah and the White Horse was nothing more than silly, and he disagreed with Zombie's choice to film Halloween 2 in 16mm film, as opposed to the wider format of 35mm that he used on the 2007 remake. Apologies for getting technical. Nelson also stated that the hospital scene was nothing more than was a butcher version of Carpenter's 1981 sequel. The theatrical cuts ending. Hang on. Okay, the theatrical cuts ending to me is better, but the overall better film is the director's cut. Agree. Also, the hospital scene was actually great. Yep. Anyway, with the rest of the film feeling like it was rushed and slapped together at the last minute. In contrast, Time Out believed that the hospital scene at the start of the film bested the 1981 sequel in just about every respect. Time Out stated that Compton's portrayal of Laurie Strode showed an intense, non-trivializing dedication to the role that kept interest while the storyline of Dr. Loomis's egocentricity hinders the overall storyline. Time Out also said that Zombie hurt the film by trying to show how violence lingers with and perverts all who are touched by it, but then undercut himself with carnivalesque violence. The first 45 minutes of the first one is a masterpiece. Agree. Okay, I'm not going to read the rest of this, but it's a novel. It is a novel. Anyway, what the latter is just good. Yep, you just hit the nail on the head with that one. Dare I say you hit the condom on the dick with that one. I liked Michael's origin, same. Anyway, the Weinstein Company, the original kind of did it better. Yep, same. Okay, anyway. But what about... Oh, I kind of like how the original only showed 5 minutes. Agree. But what about home video? What about physical media? What about those stupid little... Anyway. The film was released on DVD and Blu-ray by Sony Pictures Home Entertainment on January 12th, 2010. As both the theatrical cut, Halloween 2 theatrical, is rare. I was getting to that. Anyway. I was getting to... And I bought it yesterday, based. Anyway. I was getting to that, though. Anyway, it was released on DVD and Blu-ray in January 2010 by Sony Pictures Home Entertainment. Or if you live in Canada, by Alliance. Because Canadian distribution is often different. It's typically in 2-packs, though. Yep. In Canada, it is. Canada and America are different when it comes to distribution, hence why I'm clarifying. Do you have any Alliance films? I have a few, but wait till I'm done with Halloween 2 and I'll show them. Despite being American, I do have a few. Anyway, but in America, it was released by Sony Pictures Home Entertainment, and in Canada by Alliance. Show your bobs. Look at my pepperoni. Send Bobby pic. Okay. No, I'm not gonna. I may be committed to the bit, but I'm not gonna. No, don't actually. Yeah. I may be committed to the bit, but I'm not gonna. Send Vashni pic. Or I die. Okay. There's your Vashni. Anyway, Blu-ray and DVD, January 2010. It was released... No, don't actually. Well, you did not get an actual Vashni. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's not actually a Vashni. Don't worry. And it's also not West Virginia. we only send cute animal pictures around here. That's not a cover-up for anything. It genuinely is a cute animal picture. Moving on. Anyway, it was released as both the theatrical car. Yep, it's a car. Anyway, car massage. Anyway, Rose car. It was released as both the theatrical cut and the unrated director's cut, which Zombie says is I want a copy of the unrated version of both. I'm using my Rose car. Anyway, Zombie says is very different from the theatrical version, which I agree. Anyway, now I'm using my Rose toy. Yep. Now, tell that to your... Do I really want to? Anyway. Alright, now here's where I was going with this. Now, in the U.S... Okay. Now, in the Oh. Just say it out of context and film it. Genie does as you wish. Not tonight, but eventually. Basically when I get the opportunity. Anyway, now here's where I was going with that. Halloween, now, in the U.S., the only copy... Again, it's different in Canada, but in the U.S., over here in America, and try to imitate the sound the text-to-speech voice uses. Anyway, now, it varies from place to place. So, to explain myself, that was the way I could have worded that, but to explain, in Canada, or let me just start with America, just, my head hurts. Anyway, in the U.S., you could only buy the film on Blu-ray as the unrated director's cut. In fact, the theatrical cut would not show up until much later. Much later. But in Canada, the theatrical cut can only be purchased on Blu-ray in a Canadian double feature disc along with the theatrical cut of Halloween 2007. So, I guess in Canada it's common, but in America, different story. My double feature disc is a DVD, yeah. In fact, I think in the US, that does remind me actually, I said the theatrical cut would not come out on DVD or Blu-ray in America until much later. Let me add a bit of context to that. I don't think it's gotten on Blu-ray at all in America, and on DVD, I think. Okay, I think the theatrical cut only has a DVD over here. Show your copy of Halloween 2. I will do that. Now, funny story. I actually have 2 copies of Halloween 2, and I didn't even realize it. Whoops. I thought I just had the 1 copy, but apparently I have 2. So let me grab them both. So this one's down here. It's kind of buried, but... Oops. Yep, there it is. Okay. Alright. I thought I just had the 1 copy. Wasting her mommy's money. Show all of your Halloween DVDs and blue. Okay, I do not have time to show all of that on the stream tonight, but I might be able to send a picture of my Halloween collection later, if you can be patient. I'm not refusing to show the collection, it's just it'd be way... Okay, that's fine. Thank you. It's just it'd be a little too time-consuming to... They're not all together. They're kind of scattered. That, and we're already 44 minutes into this. It'd be a little time-consuming. But anyway. Alright. I totally forgot that I have it on DVD. But here's the DVD. Unrated Director's Cut. Family is Forever. DVD logo. Same image from the front. Halloween 2. Unrated. Can you send it to me? Once I figure out the postage cost. Sony Pictures Home Entertainment. Like the DVD itself. Like I said, if I ever figure out the postage cost, and if I ever find a way to explain to my mom without sounding sketch, I'll give you my address and everything. Like I said, if I ask your mom. If I cough up the courage, I will. I'm not refusing to, by the way. I'm just saying, if I ever cough up... No, I'm serious. Okay. No, I'm serious. I believe you about being serious. I'm not refusing. I'm just saying I'm a little nervous when it comes to asking stuff like that. I'm a pussy. Anyway. But yeah, Sony Pictures Home Entertainment. And postal code. Okay. I get you. Thank you. Kind of interesting, by the way, that Sony released this. Because Sony didn't typically put out the Weinstein stuff. But anyway. Postal code is the equivalent of a zip code. I kind of figured that. But anyway. Okay. The film, yeah. Special features include deleted and alternate scenes, audition footage, makeup test footage, blooper reel. Tell me your zip code, Iwi. I was going to make a joke, but no. I was going to give a fake, like, not real one as a joke, but then I realized, oh, wait, people would probably reverse engineer that and somehow find the real one. 90210. That would be infinite. That's already funny, but that'd be infinitely funnier if I lived in Beverly Hills. Anyway, makeup test footage, blooper reel, Captain Clegg and the Night Creatures music videos. That's a combination of words. Commentary with writer-director Rob Zombie. I don't even think 90210 is a real thing. I don't know, honestly. Uncle Seymour Coffin's stand-up routines. That sounds like something you'd see on TV once and then never again. Anyway, here's the disc. Typical Sony clear. Although you do have the mask there, which is pretty cool. Michael Myers dancing to ICP's Mr. Happy. Yep. Anyway. But yeah, there's the disc. Just the one disc, movie and special features. Yeah. Scurry DVD. Jesse loves ICP. If I knew what ICP was, if I damn knew. Anyway. Let's put this back where it typically resides. Okay. And the other copy that I have, Insane is a Juggalo Insane Clown Posse. Insane. Okay then. You know them. No, I don't actually. I do not know Insane Clown Posse. I know music, but I don't know them. Contrary to popular belief, I don't know everything. How do you not know? Bitch, I was born in 2005. Even though literally the movie we have on in the background is 50 years old. Look up pics of them. Okay, I will do so shortly. But the second copy that I have, it's actually a 2-pack with the first Halloween. This specific release actually came out in 2023. 50 years old, more like 50 Shades, yep. Anyway, that just reminded me of something, but I'll talk about it some other time. Anyway. Also, that case looks cool. Yes, it does. This version that I have right here, this released in 2023 as a Walmart exclusive, alongside a bunch of other titles, mostly collections. Don't think this is still available, but anyway. Halloween 1 and 2, Blu-ray plus digital, any special features. I was getting to that. Anyway, oh yeah. Now this is, oh yeah, special features, all the same as, yeah. So the special features for Halloween 2, all the same ones that are on the DVD. Special features for Halloween 1, all the same. The only thing you don't get on this release is the 4-hour making of documentary for Halloween 1. But other than that, everything else is here. Literally, all that's missing is just that. But everything else is, what a ripoff. I mean, I do agree, but they at least included the rest of the special features for both movies. Granted, it would be nice to have that one feature just so you have everything, but, you know, I'll give them credit. They didn't just make like a bare bones vanilla release. Anyway, granted, I don't know if my DVD includes anything. I don't know either. But anyway, now this copy was actually released by, now I haven't used it yet. Report back. But anyway, this was actually released by Lionsgate. Anyway, take this off here. Blu-ray. Correct, this is a Blu-ray release. Blu-ray Steelbook, actually. Anyway. Inside, Halloween 1. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, although Steelbooks are cool, yes they are. I mean, granted, I'm not someone who would buy like a Steelbook for everything, but, Now, although, I forgot to mention this, although they did change the disc labels, and although this was released by Give Me Anxiety, yep, thankfully it's not as bad as it looks. Thankfully. Like, let me just demonstrate. Pops out really easy, but not too easy to like the point where they're just floating, so. Anyway, although they did change the disc labels, and although this was released by Lionsgate, it actually is the original 2 discs inside. So, Halloween 1, although they added the Lionsgate logo, it does also say Genius Products, who released this originally. At least it's not the Back to the Future Blu-ray. Oh, yeah, that. And then although the Halloween 2 disc just says Lionsgate, it is actually the Sony Pictures disc. So they just took the original 2 discs, slapped new labels, put them in. The 2010 Blu-ray. Yep, the worst one. And here's inside. Really nice, really cool. Me likey, I love. Yep. Again, I don't know if this specific... I have the 2015 one. It's more like a book Blu-ray. I hate it. I don't have any of the Back to the Future Blu-ray releases. I've been upgrading a lot of films to Blu-ray and 4K lately. But I've yet to upgrade Back to the Future. But anyway. Okay, so Halloween 2. I have the trilogy on VHS 2. That is very base. Remember, kids, you should be a hoarder. Unless your family is, like, poor, which, granted, I did encourage a certain hoarder, kind of, a lot, actually. And, strangely enough, I'm starting to regret that a little bit. Yes, that one. G-I-O. G-O, yeah. Yeah, granted, I did encourage, his hoarding a little bit. And I kind of regret it. I regret, yeah, our beloved. Yeah, for the record, I'm not going to say anything negative, and what I'm about to say is not negative. Rather, I just want to say, wherever you are right now, could you please, say if you're okay? Because it's been almost a month. Okay, fine. That, I'm too lazy to go grab it, but that pillow over there, I'm too lazy to go grab it, and I don't want to knock anything over. But that pillow, smoochy smoochy, big brown man, smoochy smoochy. Sloppy. Anyway, they're actors. Big brown man. I lost. Comedy gold. Anyway. Boner. Anyway, Halloween 2. Okay. I'll just sit it right here. Okay, so Halloween 2. You ever just get a boner because you're laughing? I mean, okay, let me turn that down before Disney gives me a copyright claim. Okay. Yes. Although, sometimes it just happens when I'm not laughing. Oh, it's especially bad when I'm looking at character designs for inspiration and it just happens. That doesn't make me look good. Oh, that's timing at its worst. Anyway. Okay, but Halloween. Actually, before. Well, yeah, we'll just get that out of the way. Halloween 2. Halloween 2 is a really good movie. Granted, I have not pooped her pants yet. Okay, granted, I have not seen the theatrical cut of Halloween 2. I've only seen the. Sorry, I'm itching. I've only seen the director's cut, which is on that DVD and in this Blu-ray. But I will say, I do like Halloween 2. I rate Halloween 2 director's cut a 9 out of 10. Yep. Okay. While I do kind of like Rob Zombie's first one maybe a bit more, I do still really like Halloween 2. Granted, I did not have time to watch it prior to this episode because I went out today, but oh yeah, I went out and then forgot to I documented it, but I forgot to share what I got up to today. Whoops. But yeah, Halloween 2. I like it. I think it's a really good sequel. Really good sequel. I've not seen the director's cut, or I've not seen. Let's talk about Laurie's PTSD. Ah, yeah. Granted, I don't know if I have PTSD. Like, granted, I keep going back and forth. Like, sometimes I'm like, I have PTSD, and then on the other hands, I'm like, no, I'm just fucking anxious over everything. But the too long didn't read version of what I just said, I have not been diagnosed, but I feel like I should be. But Um, but Halloween 2, Laurie's PTSD is really well done. It's portrayed really well. Sorry for just going into shutdown mode, audience. Oh, it was controversial for some people on how she acts, but those who have it say it's realistic. Yep. Alright, we're going to take a brief breather because it's almost time for the funny image. Sorry for stopping dead in our tracks, but it's almost time for the funny image. She is quite insufferable to her friends and feels bad for it later. Anyway. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. Alright, brief break. It's time for the funny image. Taika Waititi running through a forest screaming. This is the best I got for tonight. And she outright breaks down when Annie dies, and by the end, she's completely insane believing she's being held down by her dead mom. Who? Taika Waititi. You know, Taika Waititi? Austrian painter man? Free guy man? Thor man? I don't know him. Taika Waititi, director of Thor Love and Thunder and Thor Ragnarok. Korg. Austrian painter in Jojo Rat. I know Korg. Yeah, if you know who directed those recent movies and who voiced Korg and who. But yeah, that. Yeah. It's very tragic, but it's very well written. I think it's very well executed. Also, there's the funny image. We don't talk about Thor Love and Thunder. Read. And she outright breaks down when Annie died. Unless there was something you wanted me to read after that YouTube probably deleted, which is most likely and most definitely the case. YouTube probably did delete whatever you were trying to say. Unless there was something I missed. But otherwise, you probably said something that YouTube thought was a no-no. But yeah, how do you feel about her mental breakdown? Well, let me scroll back up here. Okay. Honestly, okay, sorry, I'm tired. Okay. Honestly, I can completely understand why she had the breakdown in the first place. I mean, granted, she was insufferable to her friends, but like, you know, if your friend died like that, and you were completely insane, I think you would exhibit like the same kind of reaction, honestly. I mean, tell me this. How do you think I would feel if any one of you died either in front of my eyes or if I woke up in the middle of the night and got the "I love you" text? She was dealing with her trauma in the first film. Indeed. But yeah, there's how I feel about the mental breakdown in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Keep in mind this Lori is like 16 or 17. Yeah. But yeah, there's how I feel. There's what I think about it. Yeah. But yeah, I guess to wrap up my thoughts, Halloween 2. Oh wait, I guess Jamie was around that age in the first film, but I guess I don't think they ever actually make it. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. I guess to wrap up my thoughts on Halloween 2, it's a great sequel. At least the director's. It was said she was in her late teens. Yeah, so probably like 16, 17 at the youngest. Even though 18 is like already adult, 18 maximum, I would say. Even though that's like already adult age, but, 18 at the oldest. Yeah. I mean, 17's already kind of that weird age where, like, you're still a minor, but you're almost an adult, and there's a lot of things you're able to do now, but there's also a lot you're still not able to. It's kind of that really weird in-between year. I don't know. And I already know that clip just then is going to be taken wildly out of context years from now. Don't you love how when Scout's Lori was introduced, she fingers a bagel? That reminds me of one of my absolute favorite iCarly YTPs. For bagels! You are grounded. Four-till cock. Four-till cock! Four-till cock! We have a cock. Not anymore. Not Not anymore. Aggressively rips the paper with the might of God. Just forget it. Don't pay me. I don't care. Hey, pay me. I care. Sam over there just being a bitch. Buenos dias, muchachalatas. Sheesh. Sheesh. Why'd you have to say sheesh? I love that. That unedited episode of iCarly is terrible, but that YTP is amazing. Sam is a role model. Totally. Except, ironically, I feel like Sam might have actually been the most reasonable character. Only next to Spencer. But stay tuned for when we eventually cover iCarly. But yeah, like, that actual episode of iCarly is terrible, but that YTP is amazing. Fire truck. Well, I mean, I don't think there are any fires going on in the area, but there was a fire truck driving by. For context, in order, it's House Trees Road. I could hear it. More sirens. And would you believe I don't live in the city? Obviously, there's a fire because sirens are on. Yeah, but I wouldn't know where the fire is. I mean, shit, you would think the Burger King that's next to my house burned down, though, because would you believe me, that used to be a Burger King? Now it's just basically nothing. Like, for context, the Burger King that's next to my house is remodeling. It is damn near not recognizable. You should film that. Yeah. Thanks for the idea. I love how the videos I make are just slowly becoming influenced by both the people I love and the people I hate. Go outside right now and do... Well, I can't do it this late because my parents are not necessarily okay with me walking out of the house at 12:07 a.m. So you're out of luck tonight, unfortunately. Sorry to disappoint. It's purely their doing. You're 19, dummy. Yes, I'm aware, but still, that's how they are. If I were to do that, I'd be met with questions. I walked out of the house once at 19. Well, then that just means your parents are more chill than mine. My mom is fairly chill for the most part, but she still has her moments. My dad, however... Do I even need to explain what my dad is all about? Anyway. I'll meet you with questions, Iwi. No, I ran away from home. Jesus! Anyway. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, Halloween 2. I give it a... Just like you, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Fuck faces. And then I died. Yep. None of this is real. But unfortunately, I can't stand off camera too long, because then it would be boring. Okay, but... Halloween 2. 9 out of 10. My death was non-canon. Yep. Anyway. But yeah, Halloween 2. Okay. It wasn't a canon event. Alright. I think we're... It's just a word, Miles. Oh my god. I hope you never meet the little black boy that did the Lego part of Across the Spider-Verse. Because then it's... I'm not gay, Greg. Anyway. Alright. We're done talking about Halloween 2 for tonight. Before you ask, Copper normally does that. Albeit periodically, but normally does that. We need to cover Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Yes, we do. Hey, could you, like, stop? Anyway. And that includes Diary of a Copper. Could you... That's how you sound. That right there, yep. Copper, that is how you sound. What were we talking about again? Oh, yeah. Read. Okay. We need to cover Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Yes, we do. And that includes Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul. Yes, it does. Do I think it's as bad as everyone says it is? Do I think it's often misjudged? Stay tuned. Okay. Halloween 2 was the only thing I had planned for tonight. But I don't want to end this episode quite yet, even though this would actually be a good place to do so. So I'm just going to do random shit. So, oh wait, let's say. The Long Haul is as bad as everyone says it is, but it does have its moments. As for my opinion, stay tuned. Okay, but because what's better than giving an honest answer? Cliffhangers. After all, a lot of the best TV shows get canceled on the worst of cliffhangers. Just tell it now because it's obvious. Okay, even though it kind of takes away the suspense. I don't think it's the worst movie ever made, but I do think it's the weakest of the live-action Wimpy Kid movies, and while I do think it is a fun movie, I do think it also could have been a lot better. However, I will say it is many, 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 many leagues above the Disney Plus Wimpy Kid movies. The Disney Plus Wimpy Kid movies are just fucking ass, thank you for asking. It's a bad movie at the end of the day. Well, you're not wrong. But, I mean, it is... Okay, I'll agree with you there, yeah. But I will say, it's worth it just to see a grown man stick a frozen pizza in a mini safe. It's worth it just to see a man stick a pizza in a safe. That was based. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Okay. Also, Alicia Silverstone as the mom. I really don't know anything about her, honestly. Anyway. Okay, but, I'm gonna be real, she's hot. I mean, I personally don't find her attractive myself, but I can see the appeal. Hey, look, something that doesn't get me going. Is Jamie Lee Curtis hot? I'm afraid to admit it, but yes. Afraid to admit it, but yes. Hey, Jamie Lee Curtis, if you ever see this, I'm sorry. Anyway, but... You know, I am so glad I do these later at night compared to Is a Gilf, yep. Okay, anyway. Okay, I believe you. Anyway. Alright, what else to talk about? Well, we are getting really close to Halloween, so I think the next couple of streams, as we get closer to Halloween, will be spooky Halloween movies. And no, I don't just mean the remaining Halloween films. I mean just Halloween content in general, as we get closer to October 31st. Or October 30th in your case. Although, granted, we might have a couple leftovers that bleed into November. But again, stay tuned. What else? Well, as I said earlier, I went out today, went to a Walmart. Allow me to report my findings. So, Let me just get my photos ready. See, when I go out, I do... Okay, when I go out in public, I do report, or not report, but I do document my findings when I go out. So, yeah, we'll just go through these. So, as I previously stated, Paramount Home Entertainment has reissued the 1987 Ninja Turtles cartoon on DVD, the complete classic series collection. Talk about how Jake Gyllenhaal almost played Spider-Man. We're going to save that for when we cover Spider-Man 4. Also, please stop interrupting me when I'm in the middle of a sentence. I know you can't help it, but don't. Anyway. Paramount Home Entertainment. He almost played him in Spider-Man 2, you mean? I didn't say... I did... No, I did not say that. Anyway. Thanks for the confusion. Okay. Paramount has reissued the 1987 Turtles cartoon on DVD, but it's just the same discs that Lionsgate already produced. So if you already own any of the Lionsgate releases, you might just want to stay clear of that one, but only if you. For context, Toby got injured during production and Jake was cast to replace him for a bit, but Toby managed to recover in time. Imagine that what if. Yeah, I'm going to be real with you. I think Jake Gyllenhaal would not have been good casting. Anyway, alright, another finding at Walmart. Paramount has released, as a Walmart exclusive, Sonic the Hedgehog, the story so far, or the saga so far. No Blu-ray release of this, no 4K release, but DVD release. It's just the 3 individual DVDs for Sonic 1, 2, and Knuckles, repackaged. But hey, there it is. The part in Iron Man next time, baby. Yep. Stay tuned for more canceled movies. Now back to what I was talking about. Yeah. Really, the only thing that bothers me about this release is why did they not just wait until Sonic 3 was out on disc? Because then you could put out a complete collection with Sonic 1, 2, and Knuckles. Or 1, 2, Knuckles, and 3. Like, why would you put out a collection with Sonic 1, 2, and Knuckles now when you can just wait till Sonic 3 is out? And anyway. The James Bond Collection Blu-ray set must not be a bestseller anymore because it's just covered in dust. I damn near pissed myself laughing when I saw Dances with Wolves got a new Blu-ray steelbook because of that one Pawn Stars YTP, Coven Kestner and Dances with Dancers. Well, I don't see any saddle. I mean, this is the saddle. I'll have to link that YTP sometime. I seen the Knuckles DVD at Walmart yesterday. That is based. I'm one of the few fuckheads that actually likes that show. Closing my photos. Anyway. Did I buy it? No. Anyway. Alright. Lastly, I did get some stuff at Walmart. What did I get? Well, related to Sonic, here's Ivo Robotnik. Robotskis. Yep. Robot Man. So here's Robotnik. You can expect that on your TikTok feed soon enough. One of these days, someone's going to pick this. Let me try that again, because, alright. One of these days, someone's going to pick this video apart and look at a dirty pic to the side on your phone. Joke's on you, that's not a dirty pic, that's just Taika Waititi in a forest screaming. also, joke's on you. Spider already had that covered. He took a lovely opportunity to send a photo he really shouldn't have, but luckily I was quick to close it. It was still on screen for a fraction of a second, though. You're not fucking funny. Anyway, the other thing that I got at Walmart today, but let's say you accidentally left your album open. Oh yeah, I've considered that. Pretty much anything else is fair game to show on camera, but I have already decided my photo album is off limits. I am not showing that. Anyway, the other thing how the fuck did he capture that in so short? Somehow. Anyway, the other thing I got at Walmart, Over the Garden Wall. I would explain what the hell Over the Garden Wall is, but we'll save that for when I review it. Really good mini, somehow Palpatine return, yeah. I would explain what Over the Garden Wall is, but we'll save that for when we review it. Stay tuned. Sounds like shit. You fucking bitch. It's actually great, thank you for asking. No, like, actually, it is a great miniseries. Don't be so blindly judgmental. Did nobody tell you to be blindly judgmental? Or not to be? Is boring. But stay tuned. Anyway. There's only so many times I can say stay tuned before it becomes I will be judgmental to anyone I want. Remember that because it might come back to bite you in the ass, either in a funny way or a karma way. I will judge you for shit. Moving on. Alright, the last thing. Not to anyone you're not supposed to, mind you, just in general. Well, yeah. So that's fair, at least. Just, that's fair. Not gonna argue, because that's fair. Although, admittedly, even for this show, where it seems like we say every TMI thing under the sun, that seems a little too TMI. Alright. And the last thing that I want to talk about for tonight, before I sign off, actually relates to what we've had playing in the background this entire damn time. Granted, I sent one to name withheld, so I'm the pot. I sent one to name withheld, so I'm the pot calling the kettle black. Or in this case, you're the common folk calling the gardener yellow. Wonder After Dark, the only show where we say everything without remorse. Okay, anyway. Alright. Name withheld is white. Ah. Oopsie. Did not know. Okay. Anyway. The last thing I want to talk about for tonight is actually something that's been on my mind for a while, but it's something I do want to bring up. Let me go grab the case here real quick. So, this is something that I will talk about in greater detail. I hate Brax, yep. Alright, now this is something I'll talk about in greater detail on another time, or on another episode, but I'll keep it brief tonight. Now, my opinion is, if a movie is coming out on Blu-ray that has only... YouTube hates me today, clearly. Anyway, I'll talk about this in greater detail on another occasion, but we'll keep it brief for tonight. If a movie is coming out on Blu-ray, and it was only ever available on DVD, then the Blu-ray should include all, or at the very least, most, of the special features that were on the DVD. I hate wits. Lovely. Now, luckily in the case of Herbie Rides Again, I hate wits with a H and an E. Yep. Now, thankfully in the case of Herbie Rides Again, the DVD had no special features to begin with. Did they add any for the Blu-ray? No. Was this marketed as a 40th anniversary edition with nothing really special other than it being on Blu-ray? Yes. Herbie is stupid, but Nona likes it. Well, that's good at least. Is the Blu-ray menu just a really basic image taken from the film with only play and scene selection and nothing else? Yes. And it's like, okay, I get, this specific. She likes the original Herbie, though. Yep. What's funny is this is old enough to count as original now. Anyway, but I get this Blu-ray was not widely available in stores. Blu-ray menus are a pain in the ass. For me, it's 50-50. Lately, they've been as simple as DVD menus. Lately. But it feels like early Blu-ray menus, not new ones, but early ones, were just bitches. Granted, they were still figuring out the technology, but it's like, if you're going to do a special, they should always be simple like DVD. Well, you're not wrong, but anyway. But, like, my thing is, like, if you're going to do a special 40th do you own any HD DVDs? Yes, I do. But let me finish real quick and I'll show them off. But if you're going to, my thing is, though, if you're going to do a special 40th anniversary edition of a film that has never been on Blu-ray before, can you play them? Sadly, no, but I do have them. I've been wanting to get the Xbox 360 HD DVD drive, as stupid of an investment as that might be for me. But anyway, what I was saying. My thing is, if you're going to do a special 40th anniversary edition of a film that's never been on Blu-ray before, wouldn't it make sense to give it a special treatment rather than just do the bare minimum? I'm sure you can see where I'm coming from. Time to look at my small HD DVD collection before we sign off. So, alright. Actually, let me go grab this one over here. Alright. These are the only 4 that I own. We'll just go through them real quick. So, Transformers, Michael Bay's Transformers, released by Paramount Home Entertainment under DreamWorks Home Entertainment. Because contrary to popular belief, DreamWorks actually did do live-action films, and they still do to this very day. And your HD DVD user guide that came standard with everything. Very basic, but feature film, special features. Can I just say, while we're talking about this, while I do think Blu-ray has the better branding, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Can you show again? Okay. Transformers. This was released by Paramount Home Entertainment under DreamWorks Home Entertainment. Contrary to popular belief, DreamWorks actually does do live-action films. And this was one of them. Man, those covers suck. Yeah, anyway. Feature film, special features. And can I just say, while Blu-ray ultimately was and is the better format, there is something about HD DVD cases that I do like. Like, just the red color, the shade of red, I just really like. Yeah, it was mid, but it's the fun kind of mid. It's a fun historical footnote. Anyway, Shrek the Third on HD DVD. Now this is an interesting release because not only was it the only Shrek film to be released on the format, but it was also the only DreamWorks animation film to be released. They did not release any other DreamWorks titles, DreamWorks animation, because Transformers would be... I remember when Chris Chan said that you need to get an add-on for the Xbox 360 to play. Well, you need the add-on for HD DVD, but for standard, you don't. Anyway, this was not only the only Shrek film to be released on HD DVD, but it was the only DreamWorks animation film. He's thinking of the OG. Correct. Anyway, this was released by Paramount Home Entertainment under the DreamWorks Animation SKG Home Entertainment banner. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, special features for Transformers. Commentary by Michael Bay. Hated Xbox for no reason back then, yep. Transformers heads-up display, Paramount HD Connect. Our World, The War, or Their War, Transformers Tech Inspector, and More Than Meets the Eye. And then special features for Shrek the Third include the Animator's Corner picture-in-picture interactive storyboards, My Menus, customizable character menus, The World of Shrek, Shrek's trivia track, Learn the Donkey Dance, Big Green Goose, Shrek's Guide to Parenthood, Lost Scenes, The Tech of Shrek, Merlin's Magic Crystal Ball, and much more. Isn't there 6 live-action films? I'm starting to lose track of how many there are, if I'm going to be quite honest. I need to check later. I'm totally drawing a blank. But anyway, there's the disc. Your guide to more fun, only on HD DVD. Basically just telling you how only the first is worth it. And again, just telling you how the web features work. You know, those web-enabled features that don't work anymore. Yeah, those. Okay. Oh, I remember. Doom. You know, Doom. Special features include, or bonus features, whatever, include basic training with The Rock, Master Monster Makers, first-person shooter sequence, Doom Nation, Game On, and much more. Doom was the greatest movie ever. Sure. There's the disc. Authentic DVDs. Keep it real. There was one good part in Doom. One, yeah. An ad for HD DVD. Telling you how HD DVD works. And those web-enabled features that are no longer active. The one part where they do a first-person view. Yeah, the part that's literally a special feature. Yeah. And finally, probably the most heinous one that I own. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. I wasn't kidding when I said the most... Yeah, the rest is bad. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Probably the most heinous, disgusting one that I own. Is that a good movie? The fact that it has a whole controversy section on Wikipedia should tell you everything. I've seen worse movies, but on the grand scale of Adam Sandler and Kevin James, yeah, not great. Anyway. And this one's interesting. It's actually HD DVD, regular DVD combo format. Same thing on the spine. Universal. Alright, special features include exclusively on HD DVD. Wait. You just sobered up and realized. Alec Baldwin finally sobered up and realized what movie he was in. An HD DVD and regular DVD combo. Correct. You'll get your explanation in a minute. Anyway. Exclusively on HD DVD, you control friendship test, interactive quiz, and web-enabled features, which are no more. And then additional features, including deleted scenes, laughing is contagious, I now pronounce you husband and husband, look who stopped by, stop, drop, and roll, and more. Now let me explain what the hell I mean. Did all of them contain web-enabled features? I'm pretty sure most of them did, but some did not. Some of them did not have any. But most of them did. Anyway, that stupid little user guide. Bunch of shit that I'm not going to read. And then an ad for Heroes Season 1 on HD DVD. Knocked Up and Evan Almighty. Read it anyway. No, I'm not, because look how many damn words that is. I'm not reading any of that. Heroes was a good show. I've never seen it. I've never seen Heroes. I only seen Season 1. I've seen none of it. I'm still trying to get through Lost and Accused and Alert. Or no, not Alert. Alert's not back yet, but Lost and Accused and Found and The Irrational. I was going to say Will Trent, but that one's not back yet. Anyway, let me explain what this is. So, you probably see HD DVD, regular DVD, is Found a sequel to Lost. No, completely unrelated. Anyway, HD DVD, DVD combo. So you think, okay, so it's just the 2 discs in one case, like a Blu-ray. That would be funny. Yes, it would. Anyway, so you're probably thinking, oh, combo format. So that means it's both discs in one case. Nope. This is interesting. So side A is the HD DVD. But you flip it over, side B is a regular DVD. Yeah, you heard that right. So side A is the HD DVD. And then side B is a regular DVD. How the fuck that's impossible? I don't get it either. I don't understand it. How they put the play it on camera for demonstration. Okay. I want to see this for myself. Okay. Then we're going to wrap up for tonight, because this has gone on long enough. Okay, I'm trying to... Okay. So which... I think... You think I'm bullshitting? There you go. Yep, Universal previews. Yep. Alright, we're done with that. But there's your demonstration. There's your demonstration. What, oh my fucking god, what kind of Harry Potter shit is this share? I don't know. It's genuinely the most confusing technology ever. Okay. That's from a TikTok series I watch. I wouldn't know. But yeah. And then, of course, you know, if I put it in with the label facing up, it would be the HD DVD. But I don't currently have anything to test side A. Alright. Stay tuned for when we eventually cover the HD DVD format in full. Alright. But I think we're... Can some Blu-ray players play HD DVDs? To my knowledge, no. Alright, just putting these away. Shit, okay. What does it say? How long did HD DVD last? Like 2 years? Okay, it lasted from 2006 to 2008 in the US, although in Germany, it actually lasted till 2009. How do I know that? Death Proof, Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof, got an HD DVD exclusively in Germany. Though again, in the US, it was gone by 2008. But in Germany, lasted till at least 2009. Will you elaborate further? No, because I've said enough. I guess we're doing Spider-Man tomorrow, but for now, that's all the time we have for tonight. But always remember, eat your cereal, go to bed, to be continued. God made you special and he loves you very much. If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Yep, there's the signature. Wait. Will we cover the video game 2 tomorrow? I don't know anything about the game, honestly. So we'll just have to wait and see. Again, I don't know anything about the game, so we'll just have to wait and see. A lot of info about it is on the Lost Media Wiki. Noted. If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Good night, and...